Happy Easter! I had to do it. I had to put my ears on. I hope hope you guys are having a lovely morning. Relaxed, nice cup of tea. And the sun is out. So that is all we need. Hopefully you can get outside and just enjoy the spring weather, right? But yeah, happy Easter, my lovely friends. Oh, when you're ready, we will start on our backs in our Shavasana. We're just going to take it really slow, nice. I really wanted to focus on a nice deep stretch today. So yeah, let's just kind of roll with it, get a little bit deep in those muscles and just enjoy a nice bit of time to kind of take a few deep breaths and reset today. Oh, and obviously with it being Easter, think like there's obviously loads of religious connotations around it, but as you kind of lie down, take it for what it represents to you. I think that that's quite important. For me personally, growing up with kind of being Catholic, I definitely can celebrate some of the more biblical references. But as I've grown older, I think that it just really does kind of give us a chance to reflect on the shift in the season and how things do grow and shift and change and especially after that winter. So hopefully maybe this is a lovely start to maybe a new chapter for us. And as you move and flow today, see if you can kind of just leave any of the heaviness behind a little bit and maybe begin to step into something that feels a little bit lighter as the spring allows us and Easter allows us just to remember that new life is around us, all the buds on the trees, the baby chicks, baby lambs at all the farms, all of those sorts of things. Yeah, that representation of the egg, isn't it? Just embracing the new today. The lying down, relax, softening in the forehead, releasing all of the tightness around the face, letting go of any of that tension, especially alongside the eyes. Just allowing yourself to begin to just truly get into a space where you can let go of the week, let go of all of the things that you may have on a list, things to do today. And if there's not much on those lists, that's also lovely. Just embrace the quiet. Allow yourself to just sink and let that mat catch you. And with our little intention today of embracing that new life out there, maybe as you take a walk outside today, really just focus on those small little shifts. Notice the ladybirds starting to fly around, the vibrant reds popping out against the lovely green leaves. Notice the daffodils. And notice those trees that were just so bare, slowly shifting and changing. Notice the colors and the changes. And also recognize that nature is giving us all permission to begin to step into the new, into maybe something, a fresh chapter. Breathing in and slowly breathing out. Allow the back body to melt into the floor. Just begin to soften and sink. Noticing where the back connects with the mat, the lower back. The knees are bent. Can you just notice the feet where they connect, or if the legs are extended, the heels, the backs of the legs. Just feeling connected and present in this moment, in this body, in this breath. Joining me in a few slow, deep inhalation. Inhale. And slowly, slowly exhale. Breathing in when you're ready. And breathing out. And again, maybe a little slower this time, inhaling. And slowly exhaling, let it go. Before we begin, just check in. How are you? How are you in mind and body? Maybe making your first bit of movement, just rolling the neck, looking left to right. Beginning to just bring yourself slowly into a space where the body's moving. You can always keep those eyes closed whenever you like. Use it as your moving meditation today. Find another slow, deep breath with me in and out. Oh, it's gonna be a little yawn there. Amazing. Next time the head is turned towards the right hand side, just allow it to sink down and stay. If the legs are extended all the way, you just bend the knees and bring the feet in. Good. Inhaling. And slowly exhale, bringing the neck back to center and taking the head over towards the left-hand side. Allow the shoulders to relax down and just see if there's any tightness there. Nice, slow, deep breath with me in and out. And slowly bringing the neck back to center. You've got it. This time we're going to take the feet, outer edges in line with the outer edges of the mat, and just slowly begin by taking the knees left to right. Take it as far as feels comfortable. Just finding that lovely little swaying. You can have the hands on the belly or alongside the body. If you wanted to move the neck, as you move the knees, you can. Just see how that feels. This one's really, really great. Just to get into those hips, checking in the legs, the quads. 3, even that lower back, 2. And 1, lovely. We're going to start with a little twist today. We're going to drop the knees towards the right-hand side and just hold them there. Good. You can begin by bringing the head back to center. Beautiful. The hands can stay on the belly. And maybe see if you can find a few belly breaths there. So breathing into the hands, fill that space. Little smile if you like. Good morning, everyone. And inhale, knees come back to center. Dropping them over towards the left. You've got it. Notice if this side feels tighter or the other side felt better. Maybe they feel the same. Just noticing the move through the practice. Breath to belly, inhale. And exhale. Oh, sorry about my yawning. Those deep breaths are really getting that nervous system calm for me today. And breath down. Good. Belly breath in. And out. Inhale, slowly bringing the knees back to center and rock them over towards the right hand side again. Beautiful. Option to stay here. If this feels good, you can bring the neck to center, or you could take your gaze the opposite to the knee, so looking towards the left. Your other option is keeping the same shape with the legs. You know, this one we can lift up into that right leg, maybe bring the ankle or the top of that leg somewhere between the hip and the knee, and then you draw it down like a little sandbag. So you can have this sort of image. The legs might be higher, or you might decide just to take that foot away. You can also take the arms out in a T position if that feels good to you. And again, see if you can just find that breath to the belly. Amazing. That lovely, healthy breath getting in to the gut. Working in those lovely organs. You've got it. 3, 2, and 1. Well done, everyone. Just unfolding that leg. If you've taken it on top, bring the knees back to center. Just reset in the lower back. Often just push into the feet, lift a little bit so you feel balanced there. Everything feels weighted equally, and the knees draw over this time towards the left. You've got it. You can take your gaze over towards the right hand side, eyes open or closed. And again, if you wanted to take the lift, you can. Again, remembering everything's an option. Take it as you need it. Draw that knee down. You've got it. And breathe. Inhale and exhale. Maybe arms out if that feels good. And just take some time. Feel that breath. Inhale. And exhale. Breathing in. And breathing out. Lovely breath to the belly in. And out. Nice one, everyone. Let's unravel. Beautiful. Start with a twist. Bring the knees back, center, and the hips nice and square. Good. Lifting up and just resetting here. Nice work, everyone. Good. Inhaling, we're going to draw those knees in. Give yourself a little squeeze. Just notice how it feels. Rocking a little bit left or right. Yeah, that's it. Just see. Sometimes this is such a good telltale of where the body is to start practice. You can feel it sometimes in the knees, the hips, the lower back. Maybe to keep moving that head. Let's get that little bit of motion. Nice one. 3. Feel like you're giving yourself a little massage as you rock that lower back. 2. Amazing. Well done, everyone. And 1. Coming back to center. Relaxing the shoulders down, lifting the head, draw the chin in so it's nice and soft, and slowly bring the feet down. And take a little bit of time to stretch out in the spine. So let's start here by walking the heels in towards the tailbone. Then we're going to bring the hands down alongside the body just to start palms facing down to take our little bridges. So just begin by lifting a little bit, see how you feel. Take it shallow, that first form. Chin comes in towards the chest. And then when you're ready, slowly just feel that vertebrae of the spine make its way one by one down onto the mat. We'll smile if you like. Inhaling and exhaling, squeezing in the glutes, lifting it up, maybe a little higher this time, chin to chest. 3. Nice. 1, 2. Feel that stretch in the neck. And 1 coming down, down, down. Taking your time. Beautiful. Inhaling. Exhale through the mouth, let it go. Beautiful. Breathing in, squeezing in the glutes, lifting in the pelvis, pushing down into the hands, maybe wiggling those elbows in if you like. Lifting it a little higher this time. See if you can push that pelvis up, chin to chest. If the knees are bowing out, you want to take them in. And then lift. Good. Always keep the neck and the chin in the center. Try not to look at the screen. You got it. 3, 2, and 1. Lovely, everyone. Slowly unraveling and coming down. Feel the spine make its way to the mat. Amazing. Breathing in. And slowly breathing out. Inhale, we're going to draw that right knee in towards the chest. Flexing in the heel. Let's see if we can extend out. Notice what's going on in those hamstrings and the glutes, bending in the knee. And bring the foot down. Switching sides. Let's bend into that left side. Kick it up. See how you're feeling there. Draw it in and down. Nice work, everyone. Switching sides. Flexing that heel. Extend as much as you can. In and down. Switch sides when you're ready. Take your time. Hello to the backs of the legs. There we go. Nice little stretch to start. Switching sides when you're ready. This time when you've extended that right leg, we're going to hold. We're going to notice I often squeeze a little bit, feel like I'm lifting. See if you can relax the lower back down, the tailbone down. You're going to hold that leg, feeling that little bit of a stretch, and maybe roll the ankle if you like. Good. Inhaling and exhaling for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Pointing and flexing for 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Bending in the knee, bringing the foot down, switching sides. So palms pushing into the mat, extending the left leg out. Good. Notice if you're lifting, just relax that tailbone down as we extend the leg. Beautiful. Inhale. And exhale, a little smile if you like, rolling the ankle. Good morning to our body, right? Roll the other direction. Good. And maybe pointing and flexing. See if you can draw that like a little closer if you found that little bit of softness in it. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Bending in the knee, bringing the foot down. Awesome. Reset so the lower back feels nice and balanced. Inhale, we're going to bend both legs and extend them out. Beautiful. Good. Holding here. Just relax the tailbone down. It's okay if the knees are a little bit bent. Just see if you can get that little bit of an extension. Lovely. Pointing one foot, then flexing the other. A little bit of switch up. Good. 1 and then the other. You've got it. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Holding. Now, if that feels a lot, just stick here. If you want it a little bit more, what I'm going to do is give you the option to do a little bit of work in the core. So you can always option 1 is to bring the knees down and bring the feet to the floor. Option 2, keep them a little bit lifted, or they can be a little bit bent if that feels better. We're going to reach the hands up. What I want you to do is we're going to reach up in the direction of your baby toe and in the middle, and we're going to reach the direction of the baby toe. So outside, inside, outside when you're ready. So palms come together. We reach up, outside, back to the middle. Reach for your toes. And the outside. Good. Middle. Nice. And outside. If it feels good, keep working. Breathe. Good. Feeling that lovely little bit of warmth. Breathing into the body. That little bit of fire in the core. Those legs extended. Good. 1 more. Breathe with me. Nice one, everyone. You finish in the center, you've got it, and slowly come back down, bending in the knees and bringing the feet down. You've got it. Taking a little breath with me in, and slowly exhaling out. You've got it. Good. Next time, what I want you to do is bring the hands down alongside the body again. We're going to bend both knees up. What I want to do is see if we can get the knees in line with the hips. And just keep those legs nice and long. So you're kind of making like a little tabletop here. Good. That lower back, we don't want it arching like a gummy bear. We want to push the lower back into the mat and feel that fire in the core. Now, if that already feels strong, option to stay there. What we're going to do is slowly take one leg for a second option. Tap that toe. You can feel that little extra in the core as we lift one leg up. The slower you go, probably the more challenging, keeping that lovely tuck under. So I can absolutely feel this, just the knees here. You can stay here. And what we don't want, again, is that gummy bear going underneath, thinking we want to push everything, that lower back down, lifting a little bit in the pelvis. Good. Other leg, if it feels comfortable, feel like you're moving the toes through cement and slowly bringing it up. Whew, strong in that core today. Breathing in and breathing out. Remember, you can bring the feet to the mat if you want. And just lift one leg up. So if that feels too much, if the knees lifted, you can lift one leg and tap, and one leg and tap, or keeping them lifted with me. Let's do it again. Inhaling, right leg slowly coming down, and keeping it up. Left leg slowly coming down. Keeping that connection, that fire in the core, lower back. Pushing into the mat. Switching sides, take a break if that feels like you need one. Keep that connection fire in that core. You've got it, team. Breathe with me. Seems really simple movement, really strong. And slowly bringing the knees in. Take that little bit of strain off, little rock side to side. Reset. Well done. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let's come back to it. Slowly bring the feet down onto the mat. Lift a little bit in that lower back. Reset any way that makes you feel better. And bring the feet hip distance. Good. We're going to bring the palms down again. We're going to tuck under in the pelvis and feel that lower back connect with the mat. Where we started to isolate a little bit of the work in the core, you might even feel that already. Now your next option here is to keep the feet on the mat. You can, and you can lift and tap like this. Or option 2, lift back up where we were. Now you've got 2 options for this one. You can do what we were just doing, so one foot then the other, or Little bit extra challenger. Both legs moving like they're moving through cement, bringing both toes down. Feel that connection. Keep that connection with the lower back and pull it up. You've got it, knees in line with the hips. So if that felt way too much on the core, just do one and then the other, breathing with me. Whatever you choose to do, keep that connection with the lower back. Feel that little fire in that center. You've got it. Breathing with me. For 5. You've got this, team. 4. Beautiful. 3. 2. You can feel those abs really firing up. And last one. Either finish here or crack on with that last one. Beautiful. And when you're ready, bring those knees in. Good. Rock it side to side. Take the neck if you like. Beautiful work, everyone. For 3. Inhale and exhale 2. And 1. Awesome. Slowly coming back to center, bringing the feet down onto the mat. You've got it. Inhale. Just going to reach up towards the ceiling. Reach the arms long alongside the ears. This time, take the opposite. You want that little arch so the gummy bear can go underneath. You want to straighten those arms out. Feel that length. Good. And then as we reach the arms up, what I want you to do is push into the feet, lift a little bit in the pelvis, and take a lovely little bridge. Just one more little stretch here, coming back down with the spine. Arms come back up over the head. Breathing in and tucking under, lifting again. You've got it, chin to chest. Coming back down. Beautiful little smile if you like, and tucking under, lifting up. Good, chin to chest. 3, 2, and 1. And then keep the hands there, slowly coming down. Beautiful. Inhaling. Exhaling, letting it go. Amazing. So with the feet down, this time we're going to take a little bit of our crunches. We're going to do our twist. So inhale, reach the arms up, bending in the elbows, bring the fingertips behind the head. Good. We're going to lift to the center, twist, tap the knee, lift to the center and down. Lift to the center and tap and twist, lift to the center and down. Good. At your own pace, see how that feels. You've got it. Breathing. Nice one, everyone. Your own pace, just keep going. Find some deep breaths. I'm going to fire up that core. Feel that strength in the center. 3, 2, good one. And last one. Slowly bringing it all the way back down, just relaxing everything onto the mat. Good. Take a breath with me in and out. Beautiful. We're going to do our little cycling legs now. But if you feel like you've kind of done enough with the core, you'd like a little bit of slower movement, your option is just to take a few crunches here, maybe reach for the heels, or you can do your little cycling movement. So what we do is we bring the hands behind the head. We're going to cross over. And what we want to do is then extend that left leg. And imagine you're cycling a bike. We lift and we tap, elbow to knee, and we tap. So join me here, or take a few crunches, or go back to the last exercise. Lots of options for you. Ready, set, 5. Breathe. Keep lifting in that chest. 4, 3. Nice one, everyone. 2, and 1. Bringing it all in, giving yourself that little hug. Nice work. Woo! Hello to those abs, right? 3, 2, and 1. Just bring it back to stillness for a minute. Relax the shoulders down. When you're ready, inhale and exhale. Let it go through the mouth. Awesome. What we're going to do here is you've got the option. You can roll over towards the right hand side into fetal position and push the body up, or you can cross at the legs. You can cross at the ankles here. You grab the feet and maybe draw that knees in. See if you can get a little rock. Take a little bit of time, maybe gain that momentum. Feel that little massage in the lower back. And then if you've got a strength of that, got enough rocking, come and sit up on your mat. Okay, great start, everybody. Hopefully you kind of feel the work in the core. Done it from the floor today rather than working a little bit stronger from the upper body last week. Cheers. I always love having a little cup of tea with each of you. All right, so let's take a little bit of time. We're going to stretch here, and we're going to move into a little bit of our boat pose. So when you're ready, let's just extend that left leg. We're going to sit nice and tall. Wiggle left to right so that your sit bones, you feel like you're nice and balanced. I think sometimes, yeah, if we don't do that, we kind of shift to one direction. Sometimes forget to give that cue, but you just want to be sat nice and tall, right? That inner thigh feels tight. Remember, bring the leg a little bit closer inwards, or if you like that stretch, it feels comfortable space, bring it a little bit outwards. Good. Let's get a little bit more stretch in the whole body. So we're going to do our little sweeping arm. We're going to reach the arm as far as you can towards the right side. So left arm towards the right side, reaching out. I want you to draw almost like a rainbow coming up to the middle of it. Good. And then we're going to draw that thumb back and then slowly lift up. We're going to reach for the toes. You've got it, bringing it across or reach forward. Drawing that rainbow and then opening in the chest and slowly your chin. Good, reaching up. You've got it. Opening wide, reaching. And back to center. Beautiful. Now, depending on the floor that you're on, you're going to want your right knee on a mat or a softer surface. If it's on the carpet, you should be fine. But we're going to lift up into that knee. So you can also stay lowered and you can stay and sit here, do the same move we just did, or we reach, we come up onto that right knee, we balance onto the right hand, lifting up. Good, you can take it really shallow or you can really tuck under, just drawing that pelvis forward. And from there, you maybe take that top hand back. And if you want a little extra, reach back and feel like you're dropping the head back if that feels comfortable. Breathing in and out. Feel like you're breathing into that space in the side ribs. You can really feel that long line all the way across. Arm alongside the ear. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful, everybody. Reaching that top hand up and then slowly sinking the tailbone down. Beautiful. Let's reach over towards the foot and come back to center. Amazing. Roll the shoulders up and drop them down. Beautiful. One more option to do the same or stay seated, reaching, shifting the weight. Tuck the tailbone under, arch the back. Again, a really nice whole body stretch here. 3, 2, 1 little smile if you like, coming all the way back down. And a little reach. This time I'm going to invite you to reach both hands in that direction. So we're going to take the left hand over. See if you can maybe turn the chest to face that left knee. Again, you might be a little bit higher. It might feel quite tight. You might feel that in the lower back often. That's be thinking we're working in the backs of the legs often, but as we take that twist, we're twisting the spine. See how that feels. If you wanted to just let the chest draw down a little bit or let the chin arch in, kind of collapse that upper body. Think in cat pose you can. If you're a little bit more open and you feel comfortable, you can grab the outer edge of the foot, draw the chest forward, maybe draw the nose down. But absolutely, we can be here. We can be a little further or even further then. You listen to the body and breathe with me for 3. Good. Good job. 2. And 1. Beautiful. Nice little stretch in there, slowly coming back up. Awesome. Let's use the hand to bring that knee in and switch sides. We're going to bring that right leg out. Chuck my jumper to the side. That's beautiful. All right. When you're ready, find that little wiggle. Get yourself nice and balanced. Notice this side feels tighter for me today. So again, just adjusting. Does it need to be more in, more out? Just check in. Bring this sit nice and tall, breathing in. And as we exhale, we're going to twist the body towards that left hand side. The right hand reaches. Good, as far as you can, make that lovely little half of a rainbow, and then feel like you're looking up in the middle. And then we reach out. Beautiful, noticing what's going on in that lower back as we slowly come back up. Reaching long. Arms reaching, opening in the chest. Keep it lifted here, draw the shoulders down, and then reach. Breathe. Oh, that's my tight side. Slowly coming back up. One more. 3. Just breathe. We're reaching up, enjoying that. Noticing the sunlight peering through. You see any little drops of green outside, or your beautiful flowers poking through. Coming on up to nice centered position. Beautiful. All right, we're going to move on to that lift in the knee. So shimmy if you need to, so that you've got a bit more cushion. When you're ready, inhale, we're going to reach. You can stay on the floor or lift up. Remember, we tuck under, we draw the pelvis forward, forward, forward. If maybe it feels comfortable, drop the head back, you can. That top hand can stay just on the hip or reach up. You've got it. Breathing into that space in the side body. Inhale. And exhale. Relaxing in the forehead, softening in the jaw. Just breathe. Feel that softness in the face. That openness in the chest. Should feel really good. Heart open, ready to receive all the new. A little bit of a story of new beginnings, right? Slowly coming down and bringing yourself back. And love a little reach over to those toes. And back to center. Breathing in, roll the shoulders with me. Maybe one more overall. Dreaming. And our last one, option to stay on the floor, lift up. When you're ready, you know where we're headed, up and over. Good. 3, 2, maybe a little smile if you like, and 1. Slowly bringing it down. Got it, 2. Inhale, reaching over. Good. See how that feels, and then slowly lifting up. What we're going to do is readjust so that we're now facing chest to the leg. We need to bring it a little bit more forward, take it where it feels good. And then when you're ready, leaning forward, see how you feel here. And then just let the chin draw in, let the back arch. If it feels comfortable, stick. If you do have that range, notice, maybe grab the outer edge of the foot. And if you're doing that, we're not just arching the spine infinitely, we're lifting chest draws towards the toes and then coming down. Please don't worry if it feels tight. Like you can feel that often from that lower back all the way up and around. So we're working lots of places in this twist. Breathing in and breathing out. 3, 2, and 1. Using the pose as you need it and slowly coming all the way back up. You've got it. We're going to bend in that knee and slowly bring the bottoms of the feet together. Maybe a little wiggle so those sit bones are feeling nice and balanced. And again, what we want here is if the knees are really lifted, lift up into that chest. You maybe use the hands to draw the chest forward and draw the shoulders down while the knees begin to drop out. Just breathe with me, holding them there, or letting the knees drop out as far as feels good to you. Leaning forward, maybe with the chest, relax the shoulders down. Breathing in, relaxing in the face, relaxing in the jaw. If there's any other variation that you would like to take, some people like fingertips behind to push the chest forward. Other people might like to fold forward, maybe stacking the fists. I just want you to find your edge. Where does it feel good for you to move today? And wherever you are, just breathe. Breathing in. And breathing out. 3, 2, and 1. Coming all the way back up to a nice upright position from wherever you were. Bringing the hands forward. Good. Let's use the hands to lift into the knees and then take the legs out into a lovely V position. Just gonna fix them out. Awesome. Taking them again as wide as feels comfortable. We're gonna do the same movement that we just did in our butterfly. So fingertips behind us to start. Maybe we want to lift in the chest. You use the hands, you push into the fingertips to push the chest forward. See how that feels. So you want to feel as if I'm lifting from the top of the head. You feel long in the spine. The fingertips are supporting you in leading with the chest. And then what happens is the tailbone kind of draws back. Thinking a little bit like cat pose as the legs extend. We're feeling it really, really tighten those kind of inner hamstrings. Just bring the legs a little closer and make your V a little smaller. But if it feels good, just find some softness there. Like we're letting stress leave the body, tightness leave the body, the intensity of maybe moments throughout the winter. 3, 2, and 1. If there is anybody who wants to walk the hands forward, you can. Maybe again, bringing the fists here, taking the pose as you need it. Just hanging out a little bit. And even going deeper if you like, for 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Everybody inhaling, slowly coming all the way back up. Let's use the hands. We're going to bring the knees in and just give yourself a little moment to breathe. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. All right, from here, we're going to do a little bit of a sequence in, we haven't done our boat pose in a while. So we're thinking about core here. I'm going to turn to the side. What we're going to do is bring the knees together. We're going to start by bringing the hands in the creases of the knees. Again, drawing that chest forward and draw the shoulders down and away. Good. We want to find that little sweet spot if we can for balance. And we do that by like leaning the chest forward and then leaning back, finding that little sweet spot. Yeah, good. Lifting in the toes if you feel comfortable, and maybe we tap one toe and then the other. That might be exactly where we stay today. So we're working to get a beautiful stretch today, but also trying to find a little bit of space for strong core work. Lifting in the chest, good. A little bit here in the legs, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring the feet down, and then just bring the hands on the knees and let the back arching cat, let the chin draw in. Oh, feels good, right? Let the chin draw towards the chest. Feel the shoulder blades pulling away from each other, like a seated little cow pose for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, drawing the chest forward again. You've got it. Inhale, we're going to lift in the chest. Bring the hands underneath and maybe come to the toes. Find that sweet spot. Again, chest drawing forward. Maybe lift the legs up. See how that feels for you. You've got next option. You can tap the toes like we did before. Maybe you can play with 1 or 2 hands coming up, lifting in the chest. Feeling that little bit of work. Squeeze the knees in towards each other. Chest lifts. Again, if it feels a lot, bring the hands in and hold the legs, or you can tap those toes. Good. 3. Nice one. 2. And 1. Slowly bringing it back down. Good. Give the knees a hug. Let everything concave under, chin to chest. Good. Breathe. For 3. Nice one. Feel like you're breathing into the back body. 2. Relaxing the chin to the chest. I get such a stretch in the neck here. And 1. Slowly coming back, opposite chest draws forward. Amazing. We're going to take another little variation of our boat pose. So see how you feel. Bring the hands into the knees and lean back. You've got that lift. Chest draws in, staying here, or maybe taking one hand or both. You want to keep playing with it. We lift the legs a little. Draw the chest forward. You've got it. Good. Keep that little shimmy. Look at my little shake. It's been a while. 3. You've got it, guys. 2. And 1. Beautiful. Well done, everyone. Good work. Just bring the legs down into a little cross-legged position. Nice. Let's take a little circles just to reset. Nice one. Nice little boat poses. 3. In a little while. 2. And next time you're around, we're going to go the other direction. Little reset. Nice one. 3. 2, and 1. Coming all the way back to that lovely center point. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. We're going to bring the feet back up. Nice one. And we're going to do a little bit of a stretch here. So what I want to do is see if you can bring your peace fingers and first left hooking onto that left big toe. We're going to use the right hand to grab into that knee, draw the chest forward and see how it feels just to lift up. Using that those fingers in the toe, lift up that first foot. If that feels good, stay there. If you wanted to take the leg wider, you absolutely can. Drop the shoulders down. 3, 2, and 1. Maybe bringing it back down onto the mat. Good. Relax. Inhale and exhale. Other side. Grabbing the big toe with those peace fingers. Using the left hand to draw the chest forward. Lift tall from the crown. Maybe just lift the foot if that feels okay. Maybe lift it a little higher or take it wide if that feels good too. Nice one. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring the foot back down. Take your time and then exhale. Beautiful. If you'd like to try that little balance with both, trust yourself. You can do it. Bringing both peace fingers, grab your big toes. Good. At this starting point, the arch is backing, think cat pose. The back, is arching like cat pose. And then we want to lift up nice and tall. Lean back and see if you can find that sweet spot like we did in our boat pose. Lift the heels. Lift the chest to keep that balance. This might be exactly where you stay today. But if you feel like playing, you can lift the heels and maybe take them wider. You might surprise yourself. Chest forward, shoulders down. Fall from the crown. Nice one, everybody. 3, don't worry if those knees are bent. 2, and 1, slowly bringing it in. Nice bit of balance. You've got it. We're going to lean forward with the chest, hook the elbows in this time. Good. Pointer finger and thumb together. Stay here if that feels good. Arch the back in cat if you want to play with that balance. See if you can lean back and lift the toes. The back starts in a cat pose and then we lift the shoulders, crown of the head. Maybe big toes to touch. Nice one, everyone. Just breathing with me. Draw the chest forward. Nice, tall, strong spine. Nice little bit of balancing here. 3, 2. Amazing. And 1. Good. Now it's important here. Just let the back arch again as you bring the feet forward and unravel that stretch. Good. Coming into a nice cross-legged position, hands on the knees. We're going to draw the chest forward, little seated cow. And then we're going to draw the shoulders forward, tuck everything under, chin to chest, seated cat. Good. Inhale, leaning forward. Good. Feel that chest draw forward, maybe looking up. Good. Shoulder blades drawing in. Feel that lovely stretch. Lifting back up, tucking under in the pelvis. Let everything concave in. Feel the work that we've done. Beautiful stretch to the spine. And inhale, coming all the way back up to a nice upright position. Breathing in with me through the nose. And exhaling through the mouth. Nice sequence, team. Little cheers. Have a little sit with me. Beautiful. All right. Meet me in tabletop, either bringing the legs to the side or swinging them through and back. Gonna bring hands in line with the shoulders, the knees in line with the hips. Beautiful. Inhale. We're going to tuck under into your cat pose. And then exhale. Next breath in, take your cow pose. So I just want you to move between the two. Finding some nice slow breaths. You move in a way that feels good to you. When you're in cat, if you want to wiggle left to right, you can. Staying there a little longer. If you get into your cow pose and you think that just feels really good on my spine today, take that a little longer, draw the shoulders away. A bit of movement. You can also take that left to right as well, making that C shape with the spine. Take it as a beautiful stretch as we slowly come to the last little bit of our practice. Beautiful. Coming back to center. Good. Inhale, we're going to tuck those back toes, arch the spine. We're going to lift up into our downward dog. We're going to shift the weight back, bend the knees. Good. What I want you guys to do here is I want you to push into the toes, draw in from your core. We're going to just, what you're aiming to do is to lean forward into a plank. So we're drawing in, come up to the tops of the toes, lift the heels, and then slowly lean forward over that upper body a little bit. Draw the pelvis down. Inhale, lifting it back up, bend the knees, and then wiggle left to right. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Inhale, drawing in from your core, lifting up, leaning forward. Lifting back up and shifting the weight, swing those hips. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, coming up to the tops of the toes, leaning forward. Holding here, and then lifting back up. Use your core, swinging those hips. 3, 2, and 1. One more like that, or just stay in your downward dog. Inhale, lifting up, and allow the pelvis to draw forward. Use your core to lift back up. You got it. 3, 2, swing the head left to right like you're saying no, and 1. Awesome. We're going to come back up to the tops of the toes, bend the knees, bring the knees to the mat. Take the knees really wide, big toes to touch. Sink down into a nice wide-legged child's pose. Bring the hands to a fist or the chest to the mat. Whatever feels best to you. Relax the head down in a place that feels soft and comfy. Breathing. If you want to rock the forehead on the mat, it makes it there cool. If not, keep it more lifted. We're just going to hang out here for a little while. Let those knees really wiggle outwards. Getting a little more depth in the hips. Done a little work in the spine, the lower body. But not loads here in the hips today. Nice focus on our core and that strengthening. Get a little bit of depth in the hips before we come to the end. That beautiful release. Inhaling and exhaling. 3, 2, and 1. Breathing in, begin to lift up. Good. Walk the hands slightly forward. Take your time to come out. Good. Slowly bring the knees back in. Amazing. Inhale. We're going to just find our lovely downward dog again. Good. What we're going to do is take a lovely little 3-legged dog. So we're going to inhale, extend the right leg, bend the knee, and take that lovely twist. So thinking about that movement we did on the floor earlier, look underneath that armpit where we lifted up on the knee into that lovely open chest position. See how this feels. 3, 2, you're welcome to extend the leg out. And 1, bringing it down. Maybe a little swing of those hips before we take the other side. If it feels too much, always know you can come down onto a knee. Inhale, lifting it up. Maybe bending in that knee, opening it up. Good. Feels good. All these little places we've worked, feeling that openness. Breath in and breath out. 3, 2, and 1. Relaxing in the forehead, bringing that foot back down. Just holding a little downward dog here. 3, 2. Relax in the face, little smile. And 1. Come up to the tops of the toes, bring the knees down. You've got it. Good. We're going to untuck those toes and slowly sink down to a child's pose. Walk the hands over towards the right hand side and then allow everything to sink down. Find a comfy place for the head. Nice little twist here, breathing into that side body. So we're sinking back. Knees are hip distance in this child's pose. Arms are extended. Breathing into that left side. 3, 2, And one, walking the hands back to center and over towards the left. Good. Nice length here. Softening in the forehead. Breathing in and out. Use the breath, relaxing if you don't want any strain there. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, coming back to center, reaching forward if you like. Taking it nice and strong, so fingers wide, arms extended. Rotate that bicep down. Draw the shoulders down and away from the ears. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Inhale, slowly coming back up. You've got it. And we're just going to come to a nice seated position on the mat. A lovely stuff. Inhaling and exhaling. Take a nice stretch in the upper body. Slowly make our way down to our Shavasana. Inhale, sitting tall, roll the shoulders up and back. Three, 2, ready. Slowly drop the shoulders down, nice and still. Inhale. We're going to twist towards the right hand side and hold. You can use the hands as support and creating a little bit more depth in the twist, but remember not to kind of let the body drop. We want a nice tall spine from the crown of the head. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale back to center. And exhale, twisting the other direction. Drop the shoulders down. Breathing in. And slowly breathing out, relaxing in the forehead. Breathing in. And just smile if you like. Breathe. Inhale, slowly bringing it back to center. You've got it. Inhale, we're going to reach the arms wide. We're going to bend into that left side and reach it across. Bring the right hand over as well, and maybe bring the hand onto the shoulder. You can give yourself a hug, or you can extend that left arm, draw the shoulder down. Take that little side stretch here. Breathing in and out. Notice where you feel the stretch. Softening in the face. Inhale, reaching one. You've got it. We're going to bring that hand across and maybe give yourself a little hug if you like. And slowly dropping down, arm extends. Finding that stretch in the upper body. Breathing in, breathing out. Again, relaxing in the forehead, softening in the jaw. You've got it. 3, 2. Little smile if you like. Well done. Moving, stretching, strengthening, meeting yourself on the mat today. Slowly bringing it in. We're going to interlace the fingers and roll those wrists. Nice one. Let the forearms rub against each other if that feels comfortable. Find some breath with me. 3, 2. Separate the hands. Find those lovely fists and roll. Good. 3, 2. Inhale and exhale. 1. Beautiful. We're going to bring the hands forward like you're saying. Stop thumbs together. I'm going to draw the thumbs down. Bring the backs of the fingers to touch. Maybe push the hands in if you've got the range of motion. Bring them forward. Palms facing us. Palms touching. Open it wide. Good. Slowly bringing it down. And in. And around. You've got it. Moving at a pace that suits you. Letting go. 3, 2. And 1. Amazing. Just slowly bring the hands down, relaxing them on the legs, breathing in with me through the nose and out through the mouth. Inhale. And exhale, let it go. What I want you to do is just open the palms and bring the baby fingers or your pinkies together and your thumbs and open up the 3 fingers into our little lotus position. And inhale. And slowly exhale. Just thinking about that lotus kind of growing in the depths, the murky, cold, dark water. But actually, if you've ever seen a real lotus, it's just the most magnificent thing. Honestly, it doesn't even look real. It's so insane. Or in Canada, we grow, little, we grow them from little lily pads and things. You've got similar processes of moving through the darkness. And similar, like this kind of time of year, we're moving from that dark winter into this beautiful spring. So breathing in with me, let's just begin to lift the hands up, opening up that beautiful flower. Remembering that we too can welcome in those new beginnings, that growth, that blossoming. Inhale, reaching the arms up a little higher if you like, maybe alongside the ears, and draw the shoulders down, just feeling as you close the eyes, the breath, maybe the magic in nature. Maybe just trying to capture that essence of whatever it is Easter represents for you. 3, just thinking of that beautiful flower. 2, and 1. Let's separate the hands, slowly bring them down, relaxing them on the legs. And just close the eyes if you haven't already. Allow the breath to naturally go back to its rhythm and just stay still for a moment in that lovely silence. Allow the breath to draw in and out, and then just check in. How do you feel in this moment? And if there is even the tiniest sliver of something softer, just take that with you. Take that little seed with you as you carry on throughout the day. Soak up this little moment of stillness. Maybe taking a moment to think about Easter's past. Easter's that were filled with joy, chocolate, and a bit of gratitude. Whether today's Easter is quiet or busy, soak up the beauty in both. Soak up the beauty in nature. Maybe go looking for the bluebells today. Metaphorically, maybe in real actuality. I invite you to lay down into your beautiful Shavasana pose, finding that soft position, lying on your backs, resting and resetting. I invite you just to find space of silence tonight or this morning. Stillness. Allow that back body to sink. Wrap up warm with your creature comforts. Just enjoy silence. Stillness of the body. Be scanning from head to toe, releasing any tightness, crown of the head, forehead. Shoulders, hands, hips, legs, the toes. and rest. Poem by Joe Wilmer. As the chill in the air fades and the warmth of the sun becomes stronger, you know that you need not hold on to the past any longer. The gray clouds are lighter, the sky is a clearer blue, and now you can see it's time to embrace something new. That is your Easter Sunday stretch. Peace and love, my friends. Stay as long as you like. If not, go make a cup of tea and have some chocolate. Peace and love.